If you're a student or a researcher, you know this feeling all too well. You've spent weeks, maybe even months, pouring everything into a really dense paper. You finally hit submit, but you're not done, are you? Nope, now you have to present it. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how AI can help you bridge that gap and turn that complex paper into a genuinely powerful presentation.
We've all been there, staring at a completely blank PowerPoint slide, totally exhausted. This is what we call the academic wall. It's that moment where brilliant, hard-won research is at risk of being completely misunderstood, or worse, ignored, just because you don't have the mental energy left to translate it into a compelling visual story.
But what if you had an assistant? Imagine a tool that could read all 40 pages, actually understand your core arguments, and then build a structured, professional-looking slide deck for you for free. Well, that's the promise of a new workflow we're going to break down today, and it's one designed specifically for academic work.
So, where do we even begin? Well, the most critical part of any academic presentation isn't the design, it's the structure. Before we even think about fonts or colors, we have to make sure that the logical flow of our argument is perfectly preserved. And for that, an outline-first strategy is, frankly, non-negotiable.
For this first step, we're going to turn to a really powerful free tool called Kimi AI. Now, a lot of AI tools are all about generating new content from a simple prompt. Kimi is different. It excels at analyzing and summarizing existing complex documents. And that, right there, makes it a hidden gem for researchers who already have their paper written.
And here's the workflow that makes it so powerful for us. You start by just uploading your paper. But, and this is the key part, Kimi doesn't just jump straight to making slides. First, it gives you a detailed outline. This is the critical step. You get to review the structure, check that your hypotheses and key data are represented correctly, and you can even regenerate it until it's perfect. Only when you approve that outline does it go ahead and build the actual slide deck.
Okay, so once that solid, researcher-approved outline is locked in, you actually have some choices. Kimi can generate the slides for you right then and there, but it's worth taking a second to see how it stacks up against other popular tools so you can always pick the right one for the job.
So let's put the two key players head-to-head for a second. Think of Kimi AI as your structural architect. Its main strength is preserving the logical skeleton of your existing paper. Gamma AI, on the other hand, is more like a visual storyteller or an interior designer. It's fantastic at building a beautiful narrative deck from just a simple prompt. So for our specific academic workflow, where the paper is already done, starting with Kimi to lock in that structure is definitely the ideal first move.
All right, so you've used Kimi, and now you have a solid first draft with a logical structure. That's great, but here's where a lot of AI tools kind of fall flat. They tend to pump out slides with, generic stock photos and just walls of text. To explain complex academic ideas, we have to do better than basic bullet points.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got this wall of text describing some process. Sure, it's accurate, but it's a chore to read and understand. Now look at the right. It's the exact same information, but presented as a simple flowchart. It's clean, it's clear, it's immediately understandable. This is the kind of visual clarity we need for high-level research.
And this is where our second specialized tool comes into play, Napkin AI. Its whole purpose, the reason it exists, is to do one thing exceptionally well. Convert your text, whether that's a few sentences or a whole document, into clean, professional visuals like diagrams, flowcharts, and mind maps.
And the process couldn't be more straightforward. You can either type a prompt, something like create a flowchart of the vaccine manufacturing process, or you can just upload a file with your notes. The AI analyzes it, suggests a bunch of different visual formats, you pick the one you like, maybe tweak the colors a bit, and then export it right into your presentation. It turns a task that could literally take hours into just a couple of minutes.
Now, these tools are incredibly powerful, but let's be real, they are not magic. To use them responsibly and maintain your academic integrity, we have to talk about limitations and best practices. And this is, without a doubt, the most important part of this whole workflow.
So here are 4 essential rules of the road. First, you always have to do manual tweaking. AI can easily miss the subtle nuances of your field's specific terminology. Second, you are responsible for every single fact. You absolutely must verify every data point and claim the AI generates. Third, and this is a big one, make sure the AI is only summarizing your original work, not pulling in information from the web. And finally, know the visual limits. Napkin AI is fantastic for diagrams and flowcharts, but it's not for complex statistical charts. For those, you're still going to need your specialized data software.
And really, this all boils down to one core message. The goal here is AI assistance, not AI replacement. You are the expert. You are the researcher. The AI is an incredibly powerful assistant that can handle all the tedious work. But that human-in-the-loop standard, it is absolutely non-negotiable.
Okay, so let's put it all together. What does this responsible, effective workflow actually look like from start to finish?
Here it is in 4 clear steps. Step 1, draft your structure with Kimi AI by uploading your paper. Step 2, manually refine every single word to make sure it's accurate and reflects your unique voice. Step 3, enhance the clarity of your complex ideas by creating diagrams with Napkin AI. And Step 4, do a final polish in a traditional tool like PowerPoint or Google Slides to get everything looking just right.
If you found this workflow helpful, we'd like to invite you to subscribe for more guides just like this one. And honestly, we would genuinely love to hear from you. Share your own experiences with these tools, or maybe others that you found useful, down in the comments. Your insights are what help this entire community of researchers grow and learn from each other.
And that brings us to our final thought for today. As these AI assistants become more and more integrated into our daily work, how will they ultimately change the way we communicate complex research? Will they make science more accessible, or will they create new challenges we haven't even thought of yet? It's a question worth reflecting on. Thanks for watching.